it. Imagine, can you just imagine seeing someone walking around with like a big, massive pig? Hi guys, and welcome back. In our previous videos, we've been looking at some places in the United States, and we're going to continue on that topic in this particular video. So we're going to be heading over to New York. I've been there previously, Alice has never been. But instead of looking at the most popular tourist places to go, because obviously everyone knows about New York and what it has, well, at least
we know a
fair bit of what it has to offer, right?
Yes.
So, the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, the Rockefeller, and so on and so forth. However, so we wanted to look in just a little bit different, really.
A little bit different, just more hidden gems, places that we possibly haven't heard of. Especially because, like I said, we know a little bit about New York and what we want to see. So maybe there's something else out there that we haven't heard of, which is what we're hoping we're going to get in this video.
Yeah, so in this video, we're looking at places New Yorkers don't want us tourists to visit. And without further ado, let's begin. Oh, hold on.
Go.
Some of the best places in New York City have been gate-kept by locals for years. And in this video, I am opening the gate. Sorry, locals. These places are so fun. So get your New York City bucket list ready to go. We are going to be adding to it because today you're going to learn about some really hidden gems that only the locals know about and we don't tell
So I guess these are like down the back streets.
The furthest most visitors will come out of Manhattan normally is to Brooklyn. And when you're talking about Brooklyn, there's really only two places most visitors go. One is Dumbo, Brooklyn, which is absolutely beautiful, and the other one is Williamsburg. But a spot that locals love is this one. This is Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and it is filled with amazing finds. I really consider this kind of almost like an undiscovered gem because of how many great vintage shops, restaurants, bars. There's really good shopping. I'm going to show you a little bit around this area just to give you a general idea of it. We're here at Transmitter Park. There used to be a radio station right here. Today there is not. Right now it's definitely in a transition stage. That's because this is January, but normally there's tons of flowers here. And also, spin around this way, really cool artwork. Greenpoint is kind of what Dumbo was in the 70s and the 80s, where like you have a lot of artists that move here because it's not that expensive to live here right now. One of the inconvenient things about Greenpoint is there isn't really convenient trains to get around. So like those that do live here kind of have to sacrifice that element. But with that said, you get the beautiful views of the Manhattan skyline here as well at a fraction of the cost that you would pay even in Long Island City. So it's much cheaper to live here. You get more space and you have all of the benefits of great restaurants, bars, and all of that. This is the pier at Transmitter Park, and look at that view of the city. You can actually catch the ferry right from here and get around the entire city that way. It's very convenient in that regard. Train-wise, not so much, but look at how beautiful this is. I mean, wow, it's a gorgeous place. We even have a drive-in movie theater here. It's right there in that empty lot, and it's called Skyline Drive. And you get the views of the city. Plus,
I've never done one of them. Like you see it a lot.
I have, yeah.
Have you actually done it?
Yeah, in Bucharest.
What? You just drive into like a car park and they've got
literally they project it was projected on the side of a massive building.
Yeah.
And it was in a car park. And you sat in your car and they connect the audio through your stereo in your car.
Popcorn and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can buy that from the entrance.
So it's just like basically going to the
cinema.
Or
drive-through. You get your tickets, you drive in, you get your snacks, and then they tell you kind of where to park.
That's pretty cool. And it connects to the stereo.
The audio comes through your car stereo. Yeah.
That's really interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Watching the most recent movies. It's really cool. This is my favorite restaurant in Greenpoint. It's so unique. The atmosphere is one of a kind. It feels like you're in an old library,
like a library.
Or someone's house, like your grandma's house, a farmhouse.
I like that.
It's just really interesting. They also have an outdoor space.
Feels like somewhere in Harry Potter.
It does feel like somewhere in Harry Potter, and that's the magic of Milk and Roses. They got great food. It's a mix between Italian and American. We got their burger, and oh my gosh, look at the presentation. It looks delicious, nice and juicy. It comes with a side salad and some homemade fries. I mean, this is like real potato. This burger is huge. It is so juicy, really well balanced. There's a lot of seasoning that they put into the meat, which is nice because you're not fully relying on the cheese and the other things. The whole thing is just packed with flavor. Absolutely amazing.
Hey, you think one of these books, if you pull it down, leads to like a speakeasy?
I wouldn't put it past them because the whole atmosphere here feels like that. Bonus for you guys that is completely free. If you haven't picked up my free 3-day itinerary to New York City yet, get it via the
This
link
seems to be
below.
quite a common
Literally
thing,
no
doesn't it?
Yeah.
strings attached, I swear to you. I know New York City can be really overwhelming to people, and so the reason I created this 3-day guide is to make it easier for you to have
That's
your
a cool
best time
building.
ever
It's
in New York.
unusual.
So this includes your perfect 3 first days to the city, including where to eat, where to drink, what to do, attractions to see, and all that. It'll be linked below. Some locals might actually kill me for telling you about this next spot because it is so beloved and it has been here since 1933 legally. It's called Rudy's, and this is a dive bar in Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen is right near Midtown Manhattan, so that is like the place that like all the tourists are. But just a few avenues away, you find this amazing bar, and I love it
Oh, that's
because
awesome.
with every drink, you get a free hot dog. It has so much
You see the
character too.
lampshades?
So this bar
With every
Yes.
with every drink,
With every drink, you get a free hot dog.
was it every drink or every free drink?
I think.
I wasn't paying attention to that part. It just caught my ear at the end. I
No,
was
the
like,
hot dog is free, but I don't know if it's with every drink or with every 3 drinks.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
every
wasn't
drink.
sure. That's
That's what I heard, but
how cool is that? Honestly, that's
well, so yeah,
just go there.
Why not?
Get smashed and get fed at the same time.
it looks kind of cool. It looks,
I like
looks
the-
quite
I like
cozy, doesn't
Well, I
it?
was literally just be like, I really like them lampshades. And then I just heard that, like, you know, as I was
Free
fixating
hot
on the
dogs.
lampshades, free hot dog. What? Nice.
bar serves their own beers. You can do the Rudy's Blonde or the Rudy's Red. They're so cheap. Starts at $3. This is the type of
quite
place
reasonable.
that has
$3
been
for a
visited by people like Anthony Bourdain, Drew Barrymore. Back in 1919, this was actually a speakeasy that Al Capone would visit, and then they got their liquor license and became a legal.
What's a speakeasy?
I don't really know. She said that in the previous clip as
I'll have to look
well.
into that because I have no idea. Maybe you guys have
Yeah.
an inkling of what a speakeasy is. Maybe, I mean, in the context she's using it, it's almost like it's like an illegal bar or something like that. But I'm probably way off there.
No idea.
No.
No idea.
Let us know if you
Mm.
do actually know.
Bar in 1933. They're known for their Rudy's pig that sits right outside the door, and it's actually been stolen before. So now they lock it to the
Oh.
Steal
floor.
that.
It's an awesome spot, and if
Oh,
you're
they
in
got it
Midtown
back.
Manhattan and
It's
are
bolted
looking
to the
for
floor.
a
Well, I don't know if they got it back or they got another
I
one.
think they had to get another one, but now it's bolted to the floor. That's what they said. Can you just imagine seeing someone walking around with like a big massive pig?
great
In someone's
bar
back
that's
garden.
inexpensive and not all like over the top. This is a spot to come. They also have an
There was some police activity right outside there.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I
the
didn't.
police
I wasn't
cars?
paying attention. Maybe.
So something went down just further down there.
Okay, let's.
outdoor area where they
She gets it.
broadcast sports. It's just an awesome spot
Oh, yeah.
and a beloved.
Find your perfect package holiday at unbeatable prices. Book now for summer from just $300.
And we're back.
Local location. I wish I could show you this next one in person, but it is only open during the summer, and that is because it involves swimming. It's called the McCaren Pool, and I discovered it this past summer, and I was like, why hasn't anyone told me this? It's like all locals there. It's a public pool. I know some of you may be against public pools because they're gross and dirty and whatever. I'm telling you, this is not that. This is the
We don't have that many public pools here anymore.
Well, we have
But by public, do they
Indoor.
mean you can just go to them? Or...
we have indoor
yeah, I suppose in the leisure
swimming
centres.
pools.
we have.
Yeah, we have them everywhere.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Just not outdoors like this one because
Yeah, well, I guess
it's
English,
England.
English weather, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
the cleanest public pool I've ever seen. It was wonderful, completely free. Here's some tips for you when you visit. You cannot bring food.
She said it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we don't have many public swimming pools that are just open, you know, come as you go, like, if you know what I mean, free to go.
Oh, is that what she means by
Well,
public?
I think so.
Okay.
or
Oh,
drink, it has to stay in your locker. You can't even bring anything on the pool deck. That's how clean it is. There's like very strict rules on that. And then you have to bring your own lock or you have to buy a lock. Essentially, that's
You have
it.
to bring your
Other
own
than
lock
that,
to a locker. That's interesting.
Yeah, obviously they have the lockers, but they're like maybe the
They're
old
just
school
open.
where with a
okay.
normal lock, so you have to bring your lock.
very
enough.
clean pool. It's enormous. It's in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and it's a spot all the locals know to go, and it's completely free. Long Island City. This is such a gem.
Ooh,
It's
excuse
also
me.
where I live. But this is a spot that, like a lot of New Yorkers, we don't really promote it too much to tourists because it's kind of like our special place. It is so close to Manhattan, yet way cheaper with amazing
Island
views.
City.
You don't get these views in Manhattan because you're in Manhattan. That's the great thing about Long Island City. Right on the coast of
So
Queens,
it's over the
looking
bridge,
at the
like
on the
city,
other side.
you
Okay,
got
interesting.
great restaurants,
that
amazing
looks good.
bars, great entertainment. It's like a miniature version of Manhattan in itself. So most people that live in Long Island City on weekends, we just stay here. And that's why sometimes
It's quite nice in a way though, because obviously, you know, when you're in the middle of New York, it's very touristy, it's very rush, you know, like it's just busy, isn't it? And I feel like there you're getting a little bit more of normality in America, like a bit more of their normal culture, how they are on a day-to-day basis, maybe. So it might be
And
worth a little
you
look.
get to look at Manhattan from across the
Well, I think
river.
that's the key thing as well, isn't it? It's like when, as she said, when you're in Manhattan, you only really see what's in front of you. So you can see like the big tall buildings, but you don't get
Yeah.
like an overview of it, which is quite nice.
I'll give tourists a little hack and I'll be like, look, you want to spend like a third of the price on hotels, but still be only 10 minutes from Central Park? Stay in Long Island City. That's the thing. And you should check this out when
That is very good to know
That is good to
for
know.
when we visit.
We just need to, obviously, if you are that side, I'm guessing now you need to commute. So it's like how.
Yeah, so we have to look at either ferries or how do you get across the bridge.
But I mean, how cool would it be
100
taking a
times
ferry a day, like all day,
Yeah.
you know, every day? I don't know. We'll skip the table.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kinda
Interesting
cool.
though.
when you're visiting because it's awesome and it's beautiful. Come along. First spot I want to talk about is here. This is Gantry State Park, and this is directly along the coast of the city. You have playgrounds, you have ample space for sitting, dining. Sometimes I have picnics here, and the picnics, you have the view of the city, which is so nice. It's super kid friendly. There's a volleyball court. There's like waterside dining tables. Another cool feature of this park is it used to be where the original Pepsi Cola factory was, and that's why you have that Pepsi Cola sign right here. So there's a lot of history in the area, and they really remade it beautifully. So take a stroll along this, enjoy the view, don't miss Gantry State Park.
And there's restrooms.
There are restrooms and they're clean, which is so rare. By far my favorite thing to do here in Long Island City that tourists don't know about and locals don't tell them about is this. It's Culture Lab, and this is amazing. Essentially, it is all free, an artist gallery and live music. They're open all year long except for the month of January. You can go inside. They have a beautiful artwork on the walls. It changes monthly, and they also have a bar inside. They have free everything. So they have a theater in there where they do different types of performances. I've seen everything from live music to interpretive dance to like motorcycle festivals. Literally, they've had it all. And then right over here, they have a stage. And from April to the end of October, they have live music Friday to Sunday. And it's always different, which is really fun. I would recommend following Culture Lab on Instagram. That's when they make all their announcements.
See what's happening.
Everything's
Yeah.
free, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
pretty
such a good time, such good vibes. A lot of the time they'll have like different
Mm-hmm.
food festivals here, kids things.
Nice
It's
food
just
trucks.
like such a great way to see all different types of things in New York for free. And look at the view again. That's the great
That
thing
is
about
quite cool,
LA.
actually. I quite like the
And that's
idea.
not all you need to know if you're visiting New York City. Check out this video next where I visit the top tourist attractions that let you know if they're actually worth your money, and some of them aren't. Don't miss
Maybe
this
we'll
one.
go to
I
that
don't
one
want you to
next,
waste your
huh?
money.
Maybe.
Nice. Let's pause that there. So yeah, let's just jump into the video. So Sarah Funk. Okay. So that was the places to visit. Oh my god, I can't even read. Places New Yorkers don't want to visit.
Don't want tourists to visit.
I've just lost the plot. I can't read.
I've got it.
Help.
I've got it.
By Sarah Funk. That will be in the description below.
Yes.
So yeah, feel free to check out the original source.
That was quite interesting, actually.
New York.
Some proper hidden gems, and like more on the outskirts of where you would expect most tourists to go. People
it's
like
nice
us.
to see like what's down the
what
off
do
the
the
beaten
locals
track,
do?
if you like.
Yes.
Like what locals do. Some like you would never really consider like that culture club or culture lab. Sorry,
that looks
awesome.
Actually,
Actually, pretty cool. And I think if you do look into their page and find like a good event when you're actually there, I think it could be really good fun.
And also considering staying in that area, you get you're in your hotel room after a long day of walking about and seeing everything, and you get to see the skyline as well. Yeah. So that's quite nice.
A perk, isn't it? Because all right, when you're in the middle of it, it's great, and you just walk in, your hotel, job done.
Yeah.
But at least this way you can kind of disconnect a little bit from the busyness, have a more chilled out evening, and then
restaurants are there, bars are there, culture lab is there if there's anything going on.
Yeah, it looks
and
cool.
I can see why locals obviously gravitate towards living there rather than right in the middle.
Anything, isn't it? If you live in the middle of something, it just gets old very quickly. And if it is busy and it's just a pain to get around, you can sort of see where it loses its attraction for someone who lives there.
Yes.
But obviously there is great stuff to do inside of Manhattan.
Absolutely.
As we'll most likely look into in a future video. But
that was really interesting. So we might check out Sarah's other video on best places to visit, see her take on it. But for now, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.